The beast rested easy on her side stand, saddlebags packed, waterproof stowed away, oil topped up, and with a full tank. She at least was ready for the off. The early morning sky had begun to clear, the wind was calm, with the pungent smells of the sea and the mudflats, and the only thing she was waiting for was me. The damp tarmac of the road stretched before us, heading inland like the start of an endless highway. Looking east and out towards where the horizon should be, the sky and the sea were fused seamlessly into one, and in a luminous glare the shapes and furled masts of the yachts marooned in the marina seemed silhouetted into clusters of abstract shapes. A haze rested on the low shore that ran out to sea in vanishing flatness. At this early hour the air was dark above the town behind me, and further back, still towards the west, seemed condensed into a mournful gloom, brooding motionless and red-tinged over where London lay. There was no putting it off. It was time to go. Wrapping my scarf across my face against the chill air of the morning, I pulled on my lid, cinching the strap tight under my chin. Not bothering with my goggles to start with, I just slipped on my wrap-round shades and picked up my riding gloves from where they were sitting on the saddle. The key was already in the ignition, so as I threw my leg across the bike and sat down into the beast's familiar embrace, it was just a matter of a turn in the lock, and the red lights flicked on, as she waited silently for my next move. With a heave on the handlebars to bring her head up straight, I pushed her dead weight upright from where she'd been slouching by the curb, and feeling her balance easily between my legs, I pulled out on the choke and pressed the starter. There was barely a whir before, with a cough and a roar, the beast caught, throbbing into angry life with her familiar snarl before falling back to a rumble. Twisting the grip, I blipped the throttle a few times, hearing the satisfactory growl of her engine, responding with rising revs while I let it warm, slowly easing off on the choke until I let her settle into a healthy, uneven tick-over, feeling the beast's heart beating out her rumbling, hesitating rhythm. Lifting my leg up onto the peg, I felt my toes slip naturally over the lever, and as I squeezed in the heavy clutch, I pressed down and felt, rather than heard, the heavy snick of first gear clunking into place. I glanced either way along the road one last time. Not a soul was about other than me, the beast, and some mangy-looking seagulls inspecting the offerings of last night's bins. With a gentle turn of the throttle, I lifted the revs and then easily fed out the clutch, feeling the base motor bite and gently lift us up and launch us out and away onto the road, as above me the street lights were working out whether it was time to turn themselves off. For good or ill, the beast and I were on our way. Wherever the fuck it was we were going.